Are you ready for the celestial show of the year? Yes, we're talking about the much-anticipated solar eclipse of April 8, 2024. There's an electric buzz in the air, a shared sense of excitement as we count down to this rare celestial event. It's as if time itself is holding its breath, waiting for the moon to dance across the sun, shrouding us in an ethereal twilight. The last time we were graced with such a spectacle was back in the summer of 2017, an event that brought together millions of people in shared wonder. The enthusiasm it elicited was palpable, a testament to our enduring fascination with the cosmos. Now, as April 8, 2024 draws near, anticipation builds. The upcoming solar eclipse promises to be a remarkable event, a chance to witness the cosmic ballet that continues to captivate us. However, there is one question on everyone's mind. Will the weather play spoilsport on this day? Before we delve into weather forecasts, let's first understand what a solar eclipse is. Picture this: the sun, that fiery ball of gas, is up there in the sky doing its thing, shining bright, providing light and warmth. But then, along comes the moon, our closest celestial neighbor, and steps right in between the sun and the earth. And for a few magical minutes, the moon fully or partially blocks the sun. This, my friends, is what we call a solar eclipse. Now, solar eclipses can be categorized into three types: total, partial, and annular. In a total solar eclipse, the moon completely blocks the sun, and day turns into night for a brief period. It's quite an awe-inspiring sight to behold. Then we have partial solar eclipses where the moon only partially covers the sun. And lastly, there's the annular solar eclipse where the moon is directly in front of the sun, but because of its distance from the earth, it doesn't completely cover the sun, leaving a bright ring or annulus around the moon. Now, you might be wondering, the moon orbits the earth, and the earth orbits the sun. So why don't we see solar eclipses more often? Well, that's because the moon's orbit is tilted at about 5 degrees to the earth's orbit around the sun. So, most of the time, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, it's either above or below the sun from our perspective. It's only when the moon, the sun, and the earth align just right that we get to witness the spectacle of a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses are rare, and that's part of what makes them so special. They're a reminder of the cosmic ballet that's constantly happening above us. A dance of celestial bodies where everything has to be in perfect alignment for the show to go on. It's nature's grand spectacle, and it's absolutely free of charge. Now that we understand the science behind solar eclipses, let's explore how the weather could impact our viewing experience. The weather plays a crucial role in our ability to view a solar eclipse. So, what should we expect on April 8, 2024? Let's dive into the intersection of weather conditions and solar eclipses. The ideal condition for viewing a solar eclipse is, of course, a clear, cloudless sky. This is because the sun, moon, and earth are performing a celestial ballet, and any obstruction in our line of sight could interfere with our ability to witness this cosmic dance. Now, imagine a sky filled with clouds. These fluffy, floating water droplets can be quite a party pooper for sky gazers. Clouds can completely block our view of the sun, moon, and the eclipse happening above them. Even thin, wispy clouds can hinder our view, creating a foggy spectacle rather than a crisp, clear one. But it's not just about clouds. Let's consider other weather elements. Rain, for instance, can be a real spoiler. Raindrops scatter light in all directions, which can significantly dull the brightness of the eclipse. And if you're thinking about catching a glimpse of the eclipse through a snowfall, you might want to reconsider. Snowflakes, like raindrops, scatter light, making it difficult to see the eclipse clearly. Even atmospheric conditions can play a role. Dust, smog, or haze in the atmosphere can obscure our view of the eclipse. The more particles in the air, the less clear the eclipse will appear. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. Even if the weather isn't ideal, the eclipse can still be an impressive sight. The darkening of the sky, the change in temperature, the birds going quiet, these are all part of the eclipse experience. So, with these factors in mind, what does the weather forecast predict for our upcoming solar eclipse? Stay tuned as we delve into the way too early weather forecast for April 8, 2024, in our next segment. Remember, regardless of the weather, experiencing a solar eclipse is an event like no other. So grab your eclipse glasses, cross your fingers for clear skies, and get ready for a celestial show you won't forget. Let's take a look at the early weather forecast for April 8, 2024. Now, we all know that Mother Nature has a mind of her own, and predicting her behavior weeks in advance is a bit like trying to keep a bird in flight still. But we do have some preliminary data that could give us an idea about what to expect on this much-anticipated day. The general consensus among meteorologists is that we could expect a mixed bag of conditions across different parts of the country. We're looking at a range of possibilities, from clear, cloudless skies to a thick layer of cloud cover, and even the chance of a spring shower or two. Yes, even snow flurries in some regions aren't off the table. Starting from the East Coast, early indications suggest a potential for clear to partly cloudy skies. If this holds true, it could make cities like New York and Boston excellent viewing spots. Moving towards the Midwest, there's a chance we may encounter some cloud cover. However, don't let that deter you. Even with a bit of cloudiness, the solar eclipse can still be a sight to behold. Heading further west, the Pacific Northwest could be looking at a more overcast day. But remember, the weather is as unpredictable as a cat on a hot tin roof. So things could go either way. Meanwhile, the Southwest, famous for its clear desert skies, could offer some of the best viewing conditions. Now, if you're in the northern parts of the country, you might want to bundle up. There's a chance of snowfall, which could create a unique and beautiful viewing experience, with the eclipse above and a winter wonderland below. While it's still early and weather forecasts can change, it's always good to be prepared, so keep your fingers crossed for clear skies and get ready for an unforgettable experience.